We're live. Or we should be live. We're going to find out if we're live. That light is so bright. Good morning.
Ole.
There we go.
Oh, we are live. How do we look with this new light?
You know, it's not as bright as we wish it would be, but it's brighter than Friday. It's definitely brighter than Friday. It's bright on this side.
And by the way, I have chosen Ugly Cup Tuesday on purpose.
I noticed it. I was going to comment on it. Just didn't get a chance yet to tell you your cup is ugly.
It was purposeful. Gary's playing with the monitor, so I can't even see who's here right now. But it's okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I can sing and dance until we're all ready.
There we go.
By the way, welcome to our pre-show. The Goblins and Googlies.
Cup is ugly.
Oh, the monitor's making noise now.
Sometimes it decides to kick in on the volume, and sometimes it doesn't.
The Goblins and Googlies that have infiltrated Brian and Carrie in the morning. Continue. We're 3 minutes late on this pre-show.
We are.
Because the monitor didn't work, and the camera signed out, and the internets were slow. All of the interwebs were slow.
I just realized why the internet might be slow.
Yeah.
Because there's an ice storm.
That's the other thing. See, we live in the mountains now.
Kind of makes sense.
And today is the second day of school for our kids. But they're not at school. They're sleeping right now because school was canceled because there's an ice storm.
Yeah.
Which I don't know about you, but like, I love that my kids are home.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd like that. I love that my kids are home. I get to cuddle and play all day.
Yes, you do.
Color and hide and go seek.
Hold on. I want to try something.
I'll tell you how it looks.
It's going to take a few seconds to kick in.
Yeah,
but I'm wondering.
We're going to see. I mean, it looks okay, though. We're okay.
I think that's a little bit better.
All right.
There you go. Well, because it takes a few seconds.
Well, good morning, everyone. Howdy, epic people. Sandy. I was effing like mad, Aaron Johnson says. I'm not sure I know what that means there.
Maybe something in Aaron Johnson's world went wrong this morning, and she was, doing that.
Well, I'm sorry. Let me just say good morning, Cecily, Brian Sakowitz, Billy Reuter, Tiffany, Lisa, Karen Roberts, Mona, Connie Blankenship. Look at all you fine people here for our abridged morning show. Pre-show. Gosh. I'm reading comments and... Oh, Aaron was hitting the refresh. Apparently F5 is the refresh.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to comment to what Billy said. Like, he always loves when his kids stay home, and obviously we do as well. It was actually really funny yesterday because when we went to pick up the kids at school, they said, there might be a snow day today because of the freezing rain.
Right.
And we were both like, yay! And we got the weirdest looks.
Right.
Because I don't think that's every parent's reaction.
I don't think so either. The school administrator was like, really? You're happy your kids can be home? I'm like, yes!
Yeah, no,
awesome.
They're downstairs sleeping. We're going to wake them up, I bet.
Good morning, Tricia Gardner, our fave, Caitlin, Michael Hedke, Sweet Bandana Sis, Brenda, Michelle Adams, I love her, Lisa, I love her, Derek McQuinn, I love him.
Good morning, Angel. How are you?
I love Angel.
Say hello to your lovely husband, Brody.
And also, Derek, look at Derek. Good morning from your Team Fit crew in KC. Tornadoes and all. Oh, wow, yeah, tornadoes.
I don't know.
That might beat an ice storm.
I think tornadoes beats a little bit of freezing rain.
First of all, I want to say, Monica, good morning. Jane, I haven't heard from you in a long time. Good morning. But what I really want to say is, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kelly. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Woo! Kelly Goldowski is 23 years old today.
Maybe she's 13.
No, because she has kids.
13 at heart. Well, you could be 13 and have kids.
Yeah, but not...
It's probably not smart.
Not easily. Yes! Look at everybody.
What a great start to the morning.
Yes, it is. Yes. And I'm going to go on... I'm going to tell you about today's show. Good morning, Chris, Erica, Lori Petrucci. Yay!
Lori is back from her mountain weekend.
That's right. So today's show, I'm excited. We are letting you get your hands on the Let's Eliminate Your Limits, How to Finally Achieve the Goals You Set program.
Ooh.
That's today. Got to stick around to the end of the show because we are going to give you the direct link in the comment box. Do I do my Popeye laugh?
Could you please do your... We actually got this on video last night.
Before I keep going, do I look like Popeye? I always make Carrie and the kids laugh when I do that.
You not only... Not only
is that freaky?
Not only it's a little bit freaky, but not only do you make me laugh, like when he gets on one of those kicks,
yeah,
he does that like nonstop for like 5 minutes. So I can't actually say anything for 5 minutes because every time I start talking, that's what he does.
Right? Let me just say, Chris Goldowski raises a great point that Kelly better be older than 13 or he's going to jail. Well played, sir. But no, to finish the point, we are going to give you the direct link of where you can go and get your hands on the entire program. And I want to say that. It's an entire program. We have said it for the last 2 weeks. I don't want anybody to be confused. Yeah. This is not just a journal.
Yeah.
The journal is one part of this program. There are a total of 7 videos that teach you every aspect of how to use this program and why it's important. We're big believers that if you know what to do, how to do it, and why you should be doing it, you'll adhere to it better. So that's number 1. There's the journal, there's the daily reader, and there are 2 unannounced awesome bonuses inside as well. So no one go looking for a journal. The journal's part of the program. Yeah. Okay? Well, I mean, we'll give you the direct link at the end of this show.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Where's my crew at?
Crew. Oh, I'm going to get it.
Beansy, guess what? I wrote 5 pages of my kid's book and I have ideas for illustrations. Yeah, you do.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's
you do,
great.
Lisa.
Lisa mentioned that to me the other day as well. You know what? I just realized, I know we're in our pre-show still, but I just realized as I sat down that I was so busy doing a few things prior to this show that I forgot to go pee. And like right now,
you have to go pee?
I just realized I have to go pee.
Should we allow Carrie Campbell to go and take a little pee?
I'm not going to go pee now.
It's going to be a pee-free zone. Good morning, Steve Montefinesse. Lynette almost burst out laughing loud at work. Was it because of this?
No, you just changed it.
Is that why?
You just did do it different.
I can do it.
But could you do it the Popeye way? There you go. You know, can I tell you what we've taken to doing in our house? So we are constantly laughing at Brian, like constantly, right?
I'm used to it.
And he's always like, "What? Like I'm not that funny, right?" So
I am who I am.
What we've taken to doing now is when he does things like that, we videotape it to show him what he looks like when he's doing it, and he can. And the other day, I can't even remember what Maya videotaped you doing the other day. I think you were pretending to be sad. I think I don't know what he was doing, but like he can't even watch it back without cracking up himself because it's that funny.
You know what I want to say in closing, because we're going to get us started, is that one of the things I love about Brian&Carrie in the morning is that when we watch the playbacks, we watch the first 30 seconds of every episode just to check the lighting and the volume and all of that. I actually catch myself smiling the entire time.
Yeah.
If I wasn't Brian of Brian&Carrie in the morning, I would watch this shit. Hashtag I would watch my own shit.
I dig.
Somebody hashtag that for me.
Watch your own shit.
Yes. Having said that, it is 10 a.m. Eastern.
It is.
We are live. Welcome to Brian&Carrie in the morning. Well, we are live 5 days a week. 10 a.m. Eastern is when we get rolling. Our pre-show starts at 9:50, which is when all the fun happens. So you should be here at 9:50. Welcome to the beautiful Mount Tremblant, Quebec, where we are live and basically engrossed in an ice storm right now.
We
but
are.
We're safe and dry inside. It is Ugly Cup Tuesday, so, that's kind of important.
It is Ugly Cup Tuesday in your world.
Yes, and today's show is all about let's eliminate your limits, how to finally achieve the goals you set. Our program, which we gave 9 copies of away last week, is going live to you today. Stick around to the end of the show. We're going to give you the link to go and see how you get your hands on that. And assuming we're going to earn the share, why don't you do us a favor and share this out right now? It would be greatly appreciated. Whew. How's everybody doing today?
Let's do it.
Let's do what?
Let's do it. Let's share it out right now, and let's kick off this. What? I'm so excited about today. Do you remember me telling you though? I was like,
that was the most fucking thing I've ever seen you do.
This is
Let's do it.
What?
Let's do it. Let's share it out right now. Can I tell you what that voice sounded like?
Yeah, go ahead. Do it.
See you never. So, quick story before we get into the stuff today. This is shit we should... Right now, Loria Petrucci is watching going, you guys suck.
No, she's not. She's laughing.
She's saying, do this stuff in the pre-show. But I'm going to tell you a quick story.
Whatever. The pre-show was late. We're still in pre-show.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. So anyways, I used to work as a performance coach. You all know that. And I worked in figure skating for some time. And one of the coaches that I worked with she was a very like emotive person. And like when anything offended her, she got riled up. But she was like 3 apples high. She was tiny. And that was her go-to phrase. Yeah. I don't know why. It should never be a go-to phrase. But her go-to phrase was "see you never." So she'd come off the ice and she'd look fuming. And so I'd say to her, because her name was Kelly, I'd say, "Kelly, love, what's the matter?" And then she'd go, "Monica's mom said that she wasn't even going to be at practice next week because she doesn't think that I have the choreography ready. I don't have the choreography ready. I've been coaching for 20 years. I always have the choreography ready. Okay, Monica's mom? See you never!"
Can you do the second one?
"See you never!" And it got more emphatic on the second and third "see you nevers."
You know what? First of all, 3 apples high is how Brian defines anybody who's short.
Well,
but
you're 3 apples high.
I want to. You know, can I just say? I know we're into the show. Whatever, it's our show. We can do what we want.
Yes.
But you know, I want to say that I don't know. I'm sure that you all appreciate this in your own family. But like,
Yes.
have you ever stopped and taken stock of all the little idiosyncratic behaviors and like inside jokes that your family has? Because like when you do that, you realize that like your family's like this little bubble that nobody else would really understand the conversations that are going on except for you guys.
Yes.
And we have that all the time. Like we will be somewhere and, you know, Brian will say, "See you never," like he'll say that out loud, or somebody will say something that will trigger all 4 of us to say it.
Yes.
And then now we're off on a diatribe with this kind of stuff. But like I sit back sometimes and I'm thinking that is just fucking funny.
Yeah. Right. You're allowed to swear.
I know, but I don't know
swear
how
all
to
the
swear.
time.
That just rolled off.
No.
But I want to see what people are saying.
I know, me too. But first, I want to give shout outs to Trisha Gardner, who hashtagged "I would watch my own shit." Billy Reuter, who hashtagged "I'd watch my own shit." Robin Camley, who hashtags "watch your own shit." And Mama Draps, who hashtagged "watch your own shit." You guys are awesome. Thank you for hashtagging that game.
Caitlin Graham, I would like to know what people think of us in public as well sometimes.
You know, okay, so first of all, this is the way we behave, right? This is not for the show. This is who we are.
Ridiculous.
Second of all, look at my wife. She's got green hair, a red bandana, tattoos everywhere, right? And she's muscular and stocky. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not your average looking guy myself, right? With the tats and the bald head and the long beard and the nose ring and everything else. Do you know how many times we have gone to pick up our kids from school to hear this being said to our kids in the hallway from their friends? "Those are your parents?"
No, this is their friends. Yeah.
Whatever. So we're the playmates.
Whatever.
Anyways, this is fun.
I love it. I do. You know what? Sometimes I just want to hang with you all.
Right?
I mean, I always want to just hang with you all, right?
Shout out to my homeboy Scott Livingston, who hashtagged "watch your own shit." And Scott is back in Mount Tremblant. He was in Mexico? Cuba? Where was he?
They were in Mexico. And Sandy, I think the word stocky is defined by those who are listening to it, because stocky in my world is a compliment.
Stocky's exactly
But
what
I
she
know
is, yeah.
some people misinterpret that all the time.
Agree. Robin says she's so hot. I agree. Robin says we're the hottest couple ever.
High five.
Yes.
Ow.
Sorry. Poor thing.
Who would like to know more about today's show? Who's ready to roll?
Where my crew at?
You know, crew. No, I have a serious question for a second, because I'm very curious to know. Okay, first of all, we had a beautiful conversation this morning about the crew in general.
We did, you guys.
We were talking
Yes.
about just how amazing you are, how much we feel like we love the community around us, right? So
And
that's number one.
It's an important part of what we're talking about today as well.
Right, so that's number one. Number two, you know, I think sometimes there are people in this world who, you know, who would watch this and be like, just get to the content, right? I don't think any of you are that, because you're here.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious to know, like, does it ever bother you? Or are you ever like, just get to the content, or do you just absorb every second of what we kind of share? I'm curious.
It's a fair question. We'd love your answer, but like, let's first of all look at. I'm rolling on the floor laughing.
There you go.
I mean, people are dying this morning. I want to add, when Carrie says there are people who don't particularly like it, it's because they email us all the fucking time. No, I'm being dead serious.
Of course.
Look, if you've ever put yourself out there in business or in life, you've said things on Facebook, you write a book, you have a website, and you express opinions, you do it your way. If you've ever put yourself out there, you're going to have detractors. You're going to have haters.
Of course.
You're going to have people who disagree with you and actually don't like you. because of what you have to say or who you are. We stopped giving a shit about that 10 years ago. Like, I mean, that just goes with the territory. Yeah. But when I say we get hate mail, we get emails from people who are nasty and like vitriolic. And I get messages saying, what kind of role model are you as a parent with all those tattoos? What kind of role model are you as a parent with all those tattoos? I'm a go fuck yourself role model. How do you answer that? Like, that's like me going up to somebody, and I mean this so sincerely. It's like me going up to somebody who's overweight, or a man who's balding, and saying, look at your balding head, you idiot. Imagine how your son feels about that.
Yeah.
Or, hey, fatty, what kind of role model are you as a fat person? Like, in my wildest dreams, I wouldn't judge anybody for who they are, what they look like, what they say. Live and let live.
You know,
right?
Yeah.
But my point is that we have gotten lots of hate mail. But it's not just, hey guys, your content's great, maybe you should shorten your videos. It's, hey, your content's great, but your videos are too fucking long. Could you just get to the point and not have to make me watch all of it? Really? I have an idea. Don't watch.
Yeah. No.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
How easy was that?
I think like the reality is like Brian said, criticism is going to come whenever you're in the quote unquote public eye, if you want to call it that, right? And we don't care. When I say we don't care, we listen to what people share with us. Sure. Good morning, Kirsten Gale Porter.
Yes.
Welcome to the show. I have never seen your name before.
But yes, I love that comment, Kirsten. Kirsten.
I just want to say that, I think that it's important to listen to what people have to say, but I don't think that you have to listen to what everybody says. I think you need to find your flow.
Sure.
And you need to be in your flow. And like, Scott made a great comment because he said that, he loves the pre-show because it's BG&C too. Like, it's us, right? And then we deliver the content, and for us, like, I think that that's where we give best to you in this realm because this is us, right? So,
totally.
I mean, if we got on here, let's do a show, like, let's start talking, well, then it's not us.
Right.
And that wouldn't be authentic.
Well, let me say, Steve Montefinesse drops in with a good humor. God, you guys just get to the content already?
He's
well
so
played.
funny.
Well played, sir. Cecily, I agree. You've arrived when you have haters. We've had haters for about 7 years.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, right? And that's just in us in business together. Before Carrie and I were together in business, I've had haters for 15, 20 years. It is what it is. I agree with you. Rosanna, welcome. First timers. I love that everybody's chiming in. Look at that. Lynette, Mama Drap saying welcome. Robin, Chris Goldowski. We got the best crew in the world.
Yeah, we do.
So here's where I want to go next.
Let's do it. I don't know where we're going, but let's go.
Well, here's what I want to say, okay? So we moved up to the mountains 3 weeks ago today.
Oh my gosh.
3 weeks ago.
It's only been 3 weeks.
Right? And I was thinking about this outside just before, like, I don't really love all aspects of nature. I don't need a lecture about that. I do not require evidence of any kind that you may want to give me. I don't love all of nature. Specifically, I hate being wet.
Oh, I hate being wet.
And I don't particularly enjoy mosquitoes. But the rest of nature is awesome, which is why we moved to the mountains. Right. One day, someone out there right now is going to come and hang out with us. Matter of fact, I'm going to put this out today. Actually, I'm going to put it at the end of the show. But we're going to invite one of you to our house to be live on set with us to film Brian and Carrie in the morning next month. Who's it going to be? If you'd like it to be you right now, just start saying yes. And then we're going to start picking people, and it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be everybody.
And Carrie had no fucking idea I was going to say that. But here's the point. We moved up here because if you're in this room, you can't help but look out the back door and see nothing but trees and mountains. You can't help but looking at the front window right there and seeing trees and a massive mountain in the distance. I love nature. So before we, start rolling Brian and Carrie in the morning, I always step outside. I breathe a little. I purposefully feel insignificant and small because I don't think life should be more serious than that. I love Earth. I love you. I love people. I love my life. I love my wife. I love my kids. And I try to bring all of that into me before I sit in this chair. But one thing I was thinking about outside this morning is that we moved to this house and changed our lives 180 3 weeks ago today, 21 days ago. It feels like it's been forever.
It does.
3 weeks ago today. And what's the point? On the day that we're releasing this program where you can get your hands on this incredible, all-encompassing program, I recognize that over the last 21 days, we have had nothing but beautiful, gratitude-oriented, brilliant moments and some challenges. And I want to talk today about the challenges. Challenges like we had an ice storm today, so the kids have to stay home and our internet signal is not that great.
No school bus.
Challenges like yesterday where we have no school bus, so we got to drive half an hour just to drop the kids off, then drive half an hour home, then drive half an hour back to pick them up, and then drive half an hour home. These are small challenges. These are not big challenges. These are not problems in life, and I'm not trying to phrase them as such, but I am saying this. We have had days over the last 21 that our own morning time routine has had to change.
Yeah.
Where we didn't pick up our own copies of the Brian&Carrie Journal to learn our language and review our direction and count our wins and imagine our outcome. And how have those days been in contrast to every other day?
Not as great.
That's the point.
They haven't felt as... I want to say, like... So I think for me, the best way to put it is that there lacks a feeling...
Yes.
...of... just real true bliss. Like there just lacks a feeling of good. And
yes.
I just want to say good because, like, you know, there's an edge that's missing. And when I say edge, I mean a good edge, right? Like there's a good edge that's missing. There's just a wholeness that isn't present.
Right. And I want to take it one step farther because we're not full of shit. So we're not going to sit in front of you right now and pretend that we don't have bad moments ever or challenges ever. We're not going to pretend that, but I want to be very, very clear about this. We said last night, if you were with us for Brian&Carrie in the morning at night, that our greatest testimony to our program being highly effective is us. And if you had known us when I was overweight and we were near bankrupt and we were always fighting and I was always about to leave and we were going to get divorced and I was depressed and you were a people pleaser, you wouldn't recognize us today. It's this program that has changed everything.
Yeah.
But the real crux of all of that is that I think it's a disingenuous service to sit here and pretend that we don't need our own program still.
Yeah, of course.
That's the point.
Yep.
That, you know, a day or two that we don't do the program is a day that has a bit of an edge lost for us, in your words.
Yep.
But if we were going to go for a week or two without doing it at all, oh shit, nothing good would happen there. And that's the point. We're not sitting on a perch telling you come to the fucking highlands, come where the sunshine is. We found the way and we'll never go back. So all you must do is grab my hand and come up and we will bathe you in the sunshine goddess of life like we do. We're not saying that. What we're saying is that this is a simple and consistent process you do every day.
Yeah.
And when you do, everything works.
Yeah.
But the telltale sign of how perfectly accurate, effective it is that when we don't do it, we notice. And that's the point. Was that too long the way around?
No, not at all.
Okay.
And I just got lots that I want to say off of that. So I want to add a couple of things. You know, the first thing I want to say is, as you're saying the word challenges, it's so funny how much we've changed our language. Because even as you say the word challenges, I recognize that I not one time have perceived them as challenges.
Yes.
It's just part of the process. You know, you up and you move your life and you have to expect that you're going to have to navigate certain things.
Right.
That was just an awareness point for me of realizing how much our language has changed. But now I want to come back around to what you said about doing it daily, right? And I think this is so important, and I believe that I actually teach this in one of the videos in the program.
Yeah.
You know, when we're talking about the mindset practices being a daily process, right? There is nobody watching right now, and if you disagree with this, chime in and say, Carrie, I don't agree with you, but there is nobody watching right now for a second who would argue the fact that in order to stay healthy and fit, you have to consistently eat healthy and consistently move and exercise, right? Now, I'm not talking about like stratosphere athlete, but to stay healthy, to stay fit, we have to exercise. We accept the reality that if I want to get better and if I want to, you know, stay healthy and fit, I got to go to the gym. I got to move. I got to walk. I got to do this. Like, we accept that reality. And yet the world has not yet translated that completely or accepted the fact that we need to do the same for our mind.
Yeah.
We accept it for our body, but we do. I mean, same thing with, you know, if you're a business owner, for example, you accept that you can't just decide to stop making money.
Right.
Like, you got to still do it, right? So it's the same thing for your mindset. It does not mean you're failing if you have to practice your mindset every day. It means you're taking care of it every day and you're doing it the exact right way.
You are passionate right now.
Yes.
I love it.
On that topic in particular, because the number one thing that happens whenever we have clients who come to us 3 months after maybe a program ending, in the past, it doesn't happen anymore.
No, I'm going to pause. This is huge. Listen to this very carefully because it's massive.
Right. So anytime somebody comes to us and says, you know what, I'm in the shit and I'm really not doing really good. I don't know what to do. The very first question we ask is, where have you been in your mindset practices? Are you doing it daily? And the answer is always no.
Always.
Oh, well, and then it's excuses and and I'm not calling people out on that.
Of course.
But it is the foundation to your days, which becomes a foundation to your life, and a house doesn't sit without a foundation.
Yes.
So why do we have to perceive it as a weakness that we need a foundation and mindset?
Preach.
I'm done.
But think about now no because we need to keep going.
Okay.
A house doesn't sit without a foundation. A life doesn't sit without a foundation of mindset, right? But what is the point of a foundation? When you have a solid, sturdy, vibrant foundation, what can you do? Well, I'm asking you, what can you do?
If you have anything.
You can build upon it.
Exactly.
How to finally achieve the goals you set. That's the point. That's the point. Everybody and their brother for the past 25 years have been creating goal-setting products that say you have to set goals. Here's how you set goals, and now go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Okay? The go ahead and do it is the fucking problem, jackass. Does anybody really need a tutor when it comes to setting a fucking goal? You need a book for that?
Right?
You need somebody to tell you, you know what? This is how you set a goal. No, you say what you want. That's a goal. This is what I want. That's setting a goal. No one needs a tutor, an encyclopedia, or Google to help them know that. The problem is, how do they create the apparatus necessary to achieve their goal? That is what no one's taught you. That's what no one has taught our kids. That is no one has taught any generation in the history of mankind. It's about building the foundation of mindset. When your mindset is straight, you can build a complete skyrise, a complete massive condo, a huge house. You can build anything on top of a foundation.
Yep.
But in the absence of foundation, you can't build shit.
Right. Now,
it falls.
Let's keep going with the house for a second, right? Because anybody who has ever, knows anything about building a house, what do you have, right? And so after you have your foundation, you have your support walls, right?
Yes. Oh,
now let's call the support walls your pillars.
You're like Bob the Builder.
I need a little hard hat, right? So you have your support walls, and we refer to those in mindset as your pillars, right?
Yes.
Your four tools that we've talked about: learn your language, count your wins, review your direction, and imagine the outcome. Those are your 4 pillars. Those are the pillars that allow you to keep building and ascending. And if you think about the house, right? If you knock out a support wall, what happens? The house starts to collapse.
Yes.
Right? So the foundation and then the pillars being there and being taken care of is essential.
Exactly. 100%. Couple things from me. Tiffany makes a great comment. I've stayed consistent for as long as 2.5 years in the past until some kind of major life change came along. Now, I feel confident that I can readjust my mindset with life changes and maintain my consistency. That is the key. Okay? Here's why. Nobody lives in a bubble. Neither do we. Shit happens. Ice storms happen.
Yeah.
You have to drive your kids to a total driving time of 1.5 hours you're not expecting. Shit happens in life. Bad things happen. People pass away. Money is lost. Injuries happen. What none of you know right now, because we haven't really talked about it, is I'm sitting here. If you've noticed, I keep shifting. Anybody want to know why I keep shifting? Because I snagged my lower back doing squats last week in the gym, and I haven't been able to train properly, sleep properly, or sit properly since. Yeah. But just 10 years ago, that was a major life event for me. Right. I would have sat in trauma. I would have sat as a victim. But I have my foundation. I have my pillars. No one lives in a bubble. Shit's going to happen. What this program gives you is the ability to simply readjust and stay consistent. Yeah. That's it. That's all. So, guys, we are so earning the fuck out of this today.
Yeah, share.
Do us a favor. Please give us a share right now.
Share, because I'm going to add to that.
Yes.
Bad stuff happens, but you know what? so does good stuff.
Yes.
And don't for a second think
key.
that the good stuff doesn't require mindset work as well. So I'm going to give you a real life example for a second and broaden it out, okay? So anybody who follows anything with regards to my training, my world, I cycle through physique cutting phases where I'm working to get as lean as possible, and then I have strength phases where I'm working to get as strong as possible, right? Now that means I go from being as lean as I could possibly get to starting to put on weight and gaining weight, right? If you, and I mean, that's a good outcome, right? Because I'm working towards bettering my physical self. If you don't think that that good process of my life requires a mindset recalibration along the way, every single, time that I go through cycles, you're fooling yourself. Same thing. You decide that you're going to quit your job and you're going to build a business because you're finally ready to jump into the passion that you have in your life. That's a good thing. Yes. It needs mindset work as well, all good or bad.
100% agreed. Status quo is the enemy. This program is the antidote to status quo. Couple of comments. Marcy says we are earning this shit today. My homegirl. Robin, these shows just keep getting better and better. Thanks, kid. About 45 hours ago, Chris Goldowski said, "BG."
I saw it.
How many times have you gone skiing since moved up here? I'm going to tell you, Chris, I've gone skiing no times. Anybody want to know why I haven't gone skiing? Because skiing's dumb, and here's why. I have an idea, said no one sensible ever. Let's put on 2 long fucking slidey stilts on the bottom of my feet, stand on the top of an ice and snow covered and therefore slippery mountain, and proceed to step off the cliff. Kind of warped brain thinks that's a good idea. So to answer your question, Chris Goldowski, I have not gone skiing.
And now I gotta say,
I have one more. Yeah, because we keep doing that.
Oh, that's the one I was gonna say.
Oh,
so we're on the same page.
Out of here. You guys don't even know.
We're so in line.
Steve Montefinesse, about 46 hours ago, said I would drive 15 hours just to hang out here with you guys. That, like, I don't know what you want to say about that. I just want to say how blessed that makes me feel.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, honestly, how blessed that makes me feel. I don't feel like, wow, I'm fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. Look at us, Brian and Carrie in the morning. We're pretty badass. Look how great we are. We changed lives, man. We don't think like that. We sometimes look at comments like that and say, what the fuck? Yeah. I just feel so grateful that anybody feels that way about the shit we have to say.
Completely. And that leads me to, I don't remember who it was. Was it, who said that this stuff keeps getting better? I can't remember. Was it Robin? I want to comment on that because I could tell you why that's, I mean, there's probably a multitude of reasons why you feel that. But you guys, the crew has a large part to do with that, right?
Yes.
You guys, I don't know if you guys recognize how much your comments and your questions, they actually they are part of the flow here that we experience when we're sharing, right?
Yes.
So we are it's not just us sitting here talking. You guys are a part of this experience, and you make it what it is.
Yes.
Don't ever not recognize that.
Can I not only do I agree, I have a question. Can I ask a question?
You may. Do you need to ask permission for this?
Like,
are you about to decide that we're doing something?
I don't think so, because Marcy's saying, Steve, drive and pick me up. Robin wants to see Steve on the show. Caitlin's considering driving from Nova Scotia here to see us. I have an idea, and I just want to know your reaction.
We're going to do a live studio audience.
How would you guys like to do a live crew day here with us? We'll put it out for some time in the spring. We will charge exactly no dollars and no cents for it. If you can get yourself to Mount Tremblant, Quebec, and you can find yourself accommodations here because there are all kinds of beautiful hotels and Airbnbs here, then you can come hang out with us for a weekend when we do a special edition of Brian and Carrie in the morning with you. We'll
do a live studio audience.
How would you guys like that, though? I'm just going to sit and see. Jeff Patton's is done. All right. I think Brian Sackwood says yes. Yes is Robin.
What you all need to know
Maureen,
now?
we just invented a live crew day. We're going to ask you guys if you all want to come here.
And
to our house.
What you all need to know now is that this is where that idea goes from. Andrea just chimed in. I didn't even know you were here.
I would love you to come and hang out with us. Are you kidding me?
That means that I will officially take that and now put it into logistics to work. Because idea?
Yeah.
Execution over here on that. I say we do it.
Monica wants to cook and bring some wine. Kirsten, who's our first day, says this is the coolest thing ever. So Kirsten, come back tomorrow.
We're going to have a live crew day.
Skis are your foundation. No, sorry, buddy. Scott, I'm not going to read the rest of your comments. Skiing is silly. Everybody knows skiing is just dumb.
We might have to talk to Sean Hummel about getting us a special locale or something.
No, I think we can. I want to do it in our house.
Let's do it.
I want to invite you to our house. I don't want to invite you to a location that isn't our home.
Look, I'm writing it down. Live Crew Day. Everybody, I just wrote it down right there.
Yeah.
By the end.
Well, I want to say one more thing. First of all, I believe it's Kirsty. Made a great comment. I would love to, but it's a little far from the Isle of Man. I respect that. I appreciate that. Okay.
Or maybe it's not.
Take a flight.
Maybe it's time for a vacation.
It's up to you, but I mean, I don't believe in stories. We don't believe in stories. If I want to do something, it can be Australia. I'll do it.
Right. We have a great story about that. In 2012, Brian and I and a good friend of ours, Robert Agello, who's a very talented musician, Brian got like the wild hair up his ass to do a concert of spoken word and dance and music. So we hosted a live concert in Toronto, Ontario, here in Canada. Yeah. And we charged nothing for it. Yeah. We opened the doors, and there was people from England, Florida.
Mama Drops was there.
Mama Drops was there, like who came, and like that's exactly the same.
Danny Matos and the Maltzes drove from Philly and New York. Lisa Mama Drops flew from Florida. Yeah. Katie Bevan flew from just outside London, England.
Yeah, Tom Hurley came as well.
Tom Hurley came from Pennsylvania. I mean,
it was great.
Yeah.
So we're doing this.
Do you guys want to do a live crew weekend?
I'm so excited.
That sounds fun.
This day just got even better than it already was.
That sounds fun.
You all need to know that we didn't talk about anything that we had originally planned, because that's how we roll on Brian and Carrie in the morning.
We planned for like 30 seconds because we know we're not going to go that direction. What I want to do now, guys, I want to give you this link, okay? Yeah. Not right this very second. I want to give you this link where you can go and get your own copy of Let's Eliminate Your Limits, How to Finally Achieve the Goals You Set. As a reminder, it's a personal journal. It is a daily reader. Those things get mailed to you in the mail. Mm-hmm. You also have the PDF available right away. Mm-hmm. 7 videos that explain the whole process, why, how. Let me say it again. What it is, how to do it, and why you do it. Because the more you understand that, the more you'll adhere to it. Plus, you get a couple free bonuses that we're actually not going to tell you what they are right now. You're just going to go and get your hands on this program and bathe in the sunshine of our love. Because we have added some pretty cool shit that we're not, announcing or charging anybody for. So we will give you the link to that in 1 second. But what I'd love to do right now, I love Trisha.
Driving through Iowa.
T-Dot has worked with us for 6 years. Anybody driving through Iowa, pick her up and bring her. I support that.
I haven't seen her in 6 years.
I support that. All right, so I want to read a couple things, right? So you've heard our testimony. You've heard us talk last night about how we can, give testimony forever. There's a couple people on the show. Scott Livingston is one of them. I was not always a person who journaled. In fact, I would say I hated the idea. The true value of it was impressed upon me by Brian and Carrie, 2 people who have given me so much wisdom on how to live life these past 2 years. Blessing, Scott. All of which have proven hugely valuable. Taking time to journal each day, take time to learn and care about you. Chris Goldowski, the personal journal is a simple and easy to follow daily guide. It offers a powerful tool set focusing on intentionality and consistency in order to change your perspective, your mindset, and ultimately your life. Chris Goldowski's here. Michelle Adams is here. The Let's Eliminate Your Limits program is having a profound impact on me. I'm more focused than I ever have been, and what I want, feeling happy and calm every day. This is the system I will continue to use for the rest of my life. That is what, guys, by the way, I should turn this around. We have that much in the way of testimony we could read, but we're not about boring you with that stuff. I do want to say this, though. The last thing Michelle Adams said there, this is a system I can use for the rest of my life. We never, ever, 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 ever look at things we pay for, Carrie and myself, as expenses.
Right.
Okay, this is a really important point. We don't look at things as expenses, and what that's helped us do is stop buying frivolous stuff. We don't take on expenses. We take on investments.
That's right.
If we're going to put any money down for something, it's going to be an investment in our life, in our physicality, in our family, in our health. We invest in our life. We don't pay for things we don't need. Okay? Michelle's comment is huge. This is a program or system I will continue to use for the rest of my life. This is one of those things where you invest a bit of money right now, you can use it for the rest of your life.
Completely.
I don't care if you're 25 or 75. You have years to live. Mm-hmm. Years to live. If someone said to me when I was, I don't care, 20 years old, 30 years old, you give me this much money, I'll give you a system that if you just used every single day, and you could use this for the rest of your life, it would change your world. Now, would the man say, how much would you pay for that? I don't know. How much wouldn't you pay for that? So I want to be clear. This is a system you use for the rest of your life. And we've built it that way on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay?
Completely, yeah.
Woo! Who's coming to the first ever crew day?
Oh my gosh.
I want to know. I want to see before we give you this we're going to give you the website right now of where you can go to get your hands on Let's Eliminate Your Limits, how to finally achieve the goals you set. But I want to know who is coming to the crew day. We're going to sit back and talk and just see who answers it.
If you guys have seen me sketching, by the way, writing down, I have put it all into motion the entire time you're talking.
Well, so far we got Lisa Arsenault, Robin. Robin, where are you coming from in the world? Mom and Draps, Caitlin Graham. Yes, right on, beautiful
Steve,
Billy.
I can't wait for
Lynette.
this because footage has to happen as you guys are driving, what you're feeling, what you're experiencing.
Yes, Scott Livingston's coming. Marcy's coming.
It's kind of
Michelle Chapman-Smith, no details. We're going to have you, the crew, over to our house sometime this spring to sit and enjoy Brian and Carrie in the morning right with us.
And you need to know, Michelle, that Brian literally came up with that idea
just
5 minutes ago.
All right, so I've seen a lot of people are coming. Love this, love you guys. Let's put the link in right now. Carrie's about to type in the link. It'll send you to a page where you can read all about this program and, of course, how you get your hands on it.
There
okay?
it is. It's live.
It's there live now. Go!
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Can I say something about that?
Of course.
The link is in between a comment between Caitlin and Maureen. It's up there. We'll put it up again. But just this morning during our morning time, I said to Brian that I feel so excited today about this because we've said it before. This is our blood, our sweat, our tears. This is our journey. This was our pain. This is our happiness. This is our bliss. This is all the moments that hurt and all the moments that felt good into this nifty little package that you get to take and go create your life from now. And 100%. So for me, this is a part of our heart that is just out there now.
Absolutely. And I want to say one thing. Thank you, Trisha. Also, Trisha Gardner puts the link in. My last comment, is this. There was a time 7 years ago when I found Carrie Campbell lying on our kitchen floor, crying and scratching at her arms in desperation and sadness. There was a time where Carrie Campbell came into her bedroom and saw me weeping underneath the covers with the pillows all around me because I was trying best I could to stop the pain and get myself out of the light. There was a time where our son was so angry, he used to literally just throw things around his room and cry in desperation. There was a time that our daughter was such a people pleaser, she would not know how to tell somebody that she didn't like something, and she'd just go with it to her own emotional challenge. This program is bits of us. This program is what we have found that's worked. This program has made us a lot of money. Our business is thriving. This program has made us fit from 280 pounds. This program has given what was once a relationship, and it's blossomed into the greatest love story that has ever been told. This program has given us freedom in life. It's allowed us to 21 days ago decide to get out of the city and come up to the mountains. This program has given us health. It's given us wealth. It's given us love. It's given us everything. And it is our honor to give it to you. It is our honor to share it and pay it forward. So I'm encouraging with all my heart, please check that link and get your copy today. Okay?
You got me all emotional there.
This was killed today.
This was...
I love my crew. Where's my crew?
Crew. And I need to give a shout out to Elaine Glass, who just chimed in with a heart.
I love Elaine Glass.
Both you and Michael.
I have so much love for Elaine
My
Glass.
love for Elaine and Michael knows no bounds.
Both of them. I have tender love.
Yeah.
Not just love you, homegirl. I mean, I have give me a hug.
I love touching Elaine. Elaine. That's so true. Every time I'm near her, I have to like touch her.
I just want to hug Elaine and hug Michael.
Yes, I'll post the link again right now. It'll be, guys, we'll post the link up as well on the page so you'll have access to it. So it'll be around.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know, man. There's still a whole whack of people watching here. Should we stick around for a couple seconds?
Anywhere. Yeah, I want to stay.
Should we stick around for a couple seconds? Who has questions for us?
Yeah, does anybody have any questions about anything with regards
Brian Sakowitz, I agree. This is an exciting day for us. But you know what? I just want to truncate one thing. It's not as exciting as it is humbling.
Yeah.
Humbling.
It's emotive.
It is, because like we have created an amazing life, right? We're not money people. We're not. We're minimalists. Money doesn't impress us. I don't wake up every morning to think, "Oh boy, I can make money today." But we've become wealthy from the destitutes of bankruptcy. If you've ever been overweight like I was, you know exactly how emotional and how self-worth limiting and how, quite frankly, self-despising that place can be. And I didn't just make myself fit so now I'm happy to all the cynical prats out there. I changed my mindset as it related to my own love. I didn't get fit by going to the gym. I got fit by learning how to self-love, how to love myself and find worth in me, no matter how overweight or not I was. That is what catalyzed me to going to the gym.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we have. This is a humbling day because we're sharing parts of ourselves with you.
Yeah. Well, you just answered Robin's question because she said, "How are you feeling right now?" I'll answer for myself in a second, but I just want to chime into what Steve asked. Someone asked if we do this while we're vacationing or traveling, and I want to say we didn't used to. We used to do it only Monday to Friday. Like that's what we used to do.
Sure.
Until we realized that while we were vacation, well, we talked about it earlier, that a day without it doesn't feel the same. So we do it all the time now, and we have what we call like road journals. Like we don't have our whole journal with us necessarily, but we take like little road journals with us. So
that's right.
So we absolutely do it.
I'd love to answer a question from first of all, Lisa Arsenault. What was the biggest freeing thought you had that created your biggest shift? For me, it was very, very easy. It was based on some parts of spirituality, Lisa, and some parts of quantum physics. And it simply means this: there is no absolute truth.
Oh my God.
There is perspective of truth. There is no such thing that says this is good or bad. Yeah. There is the perspective you choose to carry. The day I realized that and started finding how to change the linchpin, which was the decision I made as it related to defining something. When you change that linchpin, you change everything. Yeah, right. So that was the biggest freeing thought.
I have to say that I was thinking about that, and I thought, as you said that, I was like, you know what, you're absolutely. That's exactly the same one that I had, and I remember the day so well that I realized that there was like no absolute truth. Like every story that I had, every thought that I had, that it just, if it wasn't true for everybody, it wasn't true, right? And I remember where we were standing. It was in our place on Hillcrest. I was standing in the kitchen, and when I had this moment of realization. What I felt was this combination of absolute exhilaration because I realized I had like busted through limits of things that were closing me down. But at the same time, I felt absolutely panicked because I realized when you accept the reality that there are no absolute truths, what you have done is you've essentially rid yourself of any possible excuse you can ever have again.
You can't make excuses anymore, right?
But that was for me the
Chris
best thing.
Goldowski makes a great one thing, evolve, exactly. So pursuant to what Carrie just said, what Lisa just asked, and what my comment was, so Lisa, the other reality that is part and parcel with this whole there is no absolute truth, the other part of that is that means that my past does not dictate my present or my future, and everybody, I mean 99% of the world, your current day and your tomorrow is based on your yesterday. We think that what has happened is what will happen. We don't always know we think that consciously, but unconsciously we bind ourselves in a box of yesterday's story. Right. So when you realize that, wow, you really can't untie the knot. I think Kelly Goldowski had a comment.
It was great. She said, "This is the best I'm having the best birthday so far, and it's thanks to you guys. No expectations. What I have learned and do daily now has changed me forever."
That's gorgeous. I have too much love for the Goldowskis. I don't know what to do with my love for them.
Somebody was asking what we're feeling. I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm feeling euphoria, this calm euphoria right now.
I agree. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to wrap us up. Thank you, Papa Drap. Still love seeing your name on the screen every day. And I'm going to end with Billy Reuter's comment. Every show I find myself saying, this was the best Brian and Carrie live so far. Mad love to you, sir. And it means you should come back tomorrow, because tomorrow is probably going to be even better.
There you go.
Love you guys. Go to that link. Get a copy of this investment. Let's start changing lives.
See you tomorrow.
See y'all tomorrow. Where's my crew?